before the rooster called. With a heavy heart and a restless mind, there was rain against the window glass, and no clear road I could find. I laid my hand on an old Bible by the coffee on the table there, and whispered, Lord, I'm scared to move. Then felt your presence in the air. I drove that gravel road at daybreak, past the fence where the wild grass grew. Every turn looked like a dead end, but I kept believing you. There was one light in a farmhouse window, shining soft through the morning gray. It felt like heaven saying quietly, child, I'm with you all the way. God will make a way when my eyes can't see the road. He will carry what I cannot carry. He will lighten every load. I may walk through fields of sorrow, I may bend beneath the weight, but I will trust the hands that hold me. God will make a way. I don't need to know tomorrow, I don't need to see the end. I just need enough faith for one more step, one more bend. If the river rises before me, if the night refuses to break, I will rest upon His promise. God will make a way. God will make a way when my eyes can't see the road. He will carry what I cannot carry. He will lighten every load, and when morning fills the valley, I will praise the path He paved. For the God who met me in the darkness is the God who makes a way. So I'll keep walking in the quiet, with my heart no longer afraid. The road may twist, the night may linger, but God will make a way. I left the town before the sunrise, with a Bible on the seat and a question in my chest, Lord, that would not let me sleep. The road was dry and empty, the hills were turning gold, but every dream I carried felt too heavy to hold. Then I remembered what you told me through the prophet long ago. You make a path through wilderness where no one else can go. You are making a door in the wilderness, a river in the desert sand. When I cannot see tomorrow, I can still trust your hand. You are bringing streams from dry ground. You are calling me by name. Even here beneath the silence, you are making a way. There was a broken fence beside me, and a hawk above the plain. The clouds gathered in the distance after 7 months without rain. I thought about the children who were waiting back at home, and the promise you had given me that I would not walk alone. The road climbed through the canyon where the shadows held the stone, and I heard my father's old words, son, the Lord will lead you home. I stopped beside the riverbed, though the river had run dry, and I prayed for faith to follow before I asked you why. You do not need a perfect pathway to fulfill what you have said. You can breathe upon the wasteland and bring life where hope is dead. You are making a door in the wilderness, a river in the desert sand. When I cannot see tomorrow, I can still trust your hand. You are bringing streams from dry ground. You are calling me by name. Even here beneath the silence, you are making a way. I have seen you split the waters. I have seen you feed the weak. I have watched you give a promise to the ones who could not speak. So if the road is still uncertain and the night is still long, I will follow where you lead me. I will trust you with this song. You are making a door in the wilderness, a river in the desert sand. You are holding every burden that I cannot understand. You are bringing streams from dry here beneath the silence, you are making a way. The first drops touched the window as the morning opened wide. I could see a road before me and your mercy by my side. Children cried behind us. The sea was shining blue. Pharaoh's army thundered across the desert through. Miriam held her brother. Moses lifted his rod, and every frightened heartbeat was waiting on our God. There was no road behind us and no bridge beneath our feet, but the God who called us outward would not leave us incomplete. Before the Red Sea opens, I will stand upon the sand. Before the walls of water rise, I will trust the Savior's hand. Though the enemy is coming and the night is closing in, the Lord will fight the battle, and He will make a way again. I could hear the horses running, I could feel the desert shake. Some were wishing for the old chains, some were certain we would break. But Moses spoke a promise that still echoes through the years. Stand still and see salvation when the Lord Himself appears. The wind began to gather long before the path was clear. A breath across the waters made the presence of God near. The sea became a roadway, the deep became a wall, and every step of freedom was a testimony call. You do not need the answer before you obey the voice. Faith begins beside the water when surrender is the choice. Before the Red Sea opens, I will stand upon the sand. Before Savior's hand. Though the enemy is coming and the night is closing in, the Lord will fight the battle, and He will make a way again. If I must face the waters with a trembling heart tonight, I will look toward the cloud of fire and follow through the night. The same God of deliverance still hears His children pray. He may not move the mountain, but He will make a way. Before the Red Sea opens, I will stand upon the sand. Before the walls of water rise, I will trust the Savior's hand. He has never lost His people. He has never failed His own. The Lord will fight the battle, and He will bring His children home. When the morning found the shoreline, we were singing as we came. The sea was still behind us, and freedom knew His name. We camped beside the Jordan with the promise up ahead. The river ran like thunder and the evening sky was red. We had carried every memory of the wilderness behind, but Canaan stood before us and the crossing looked unkind. The priest stepped toward the water with the covenant held high. Sometimes faith must touch the river before the river steps aside. I'm crossing Jordan at dawn with the promise in my sight. The waters may be moving strong, but God will guide my feet tonight. I will not turn toward Egypt, I will not live afraid. The Lord goes on before me, and He will make a way. My mother told me stories of the manna from the sky, of shoes that never wore out, and a cloud that led us by. She said, the God who kept you when the desert had no rain will be the God who meets you on the other side again. The soles of holy feet touched where the current used to run, and the river pulled its waters back beneath the rising sun. We carried stones of remembrance from the middle of the stream, so our children would remember what the Lord had done for them. Every stone became a witness, every step became a prayer. The God who held the ancient waters still receives the burdens there. I'm crossing Jordan at dawn with the promise in my sight. The waters may be moving strong, but God will guide my feet tonight. I will not turn toward Egypt, I will not live afraid. The Lord goes on before me, and He will make a way. When the current sounds like trouble and the future feels unknown, I will carry what you've taught me, and I will not walk alone. There is mercy past the water, there is purpose past the pain. The God who brought me to the river will not leave me in the rain. I'm crossing Jordan at dawn with the promise in my sight. The waters may be moving strong, but God will guide my feet tonight. I will raise a stone of memory for every rescued day. The Lord goes on before me, and He will make a way. The sun climbed over Jordan as we stepped onto the ground, and the road that once was hidden was a holy road we found. David sat beneath the oak tree with the evening coming down. The men around him whispered that their hope had left the town. Their homes were torn by sorrow, their families taken far, and David's own heart trembled beneath the evening star. But the scripture says he strengthened his heart in the Lord his God. Before he found the answer, he remembered who was God. I will seek the Lord beneath the oak tree. I will wait until he speaks. Though my strength is almost gone, His mercy is not weak. He will tell me where to follow. He will guard the road I take. When my soul is pressed by trouble, God will make a way. He did not hide his sorrow, he did not call it small. He brought his broken questions before the Lord of all. The ephod bore the promise, the priest began to pray, and heaven gave direction for the road that very day. There was a forgotten servant by the field beside the road, hungry, worn, and left behind him, carrying another's God can use the wounded to reveal what we must do. A stranger pointed forward, and the Lord brought David through. No detail is forgotten when your children cry for help. You can hide a guiding answer in the weakness of someone else. I will seek the Lord beneath the oak tree. I will wait until He speaks. Though my strength is almost gone, His mercy is not weak. He will tell me where to follow. He will guard the road I take. When my soul is pressed by trouble, God will make a way. Like a shepherd in the valley, like a lamp beside the door, You will lead me through the darkness as You've always led before. I may weep beside the ashes, I may kneel beneath the weight, but the God who strengthened David will not leave me at the gate. I will seek the Lord beneath the oak tree. I will wait until He speaks. Though my strength is almost gone, His mercy is not weak. He will tell me where to follow. He will guard the road I take. When my soul is pressed by trouble, God will make a way. The night was still around him, but the promise had begun. Faith was rising in the silence before the battle had been won. The word of the Lord came softly to a prophet on the run. Go and hide beside the brook now, till my work is fully done. There was famine in the country, there was silence in the town, but the Lord prepared a shelter where the world could not be found. Sometimes God will lead you where the crowds will never see. Before He sends you outward, He teaches you to be. There's provision by the brook, there is mercy in the shade. Ravens bring the morning portion by the word the Lord has made. When the fields are dry and empty, and I cannot find my way, there is provision by the brook. God will make a way. water kept on running as the prophet knelt to pray. But the brook grew thin by evening, and the clouds stayed far away. Still the God of heaven's armies had not lost his sight of him. A widow waited in Zarephath with a jar that looked too dim. She had flour for one small meal, and a little oil remained. But obedience met a promise in the middle of the pain. The jar refused to empty, the small flame would not depart. God can fill a woman's kitchen and a prophet's weary heart. What appears to be a handful can become enough to live. When the Lord commands the blessing, He provides what we cannot give. There's provision by the brook. There is mercy in the shade. Ravens bring the morning portion by the word the Lord has made. When the fields are dry and empty, and I cannot find my way, there is provision by the brook. God will make a way. If He sends me to the hidden place, He will meet me there with bread. If the stream becomes a memory, His promise still is said. The God who fed Elijah still remembers every need. He is faithful in the famine. He is faithful while I wait and believe. There's provision by the brook. There is mercy in the shade. Ravens bring the morning portion by the word the Lord has made. When the fields are dry and empty, and I cannot find my way, there is provision by the brook. God will make a way. The brook may change its course, Lord, but your kindness will remain. You are still the God of enough. In the middle of the rain. The letter carried sorrow through the streets of Shushan town. Every Jewish home was trembling, every face was looking down. Esther stood behind the curtains in a room of gold and stone, wearing a crown above her sorrow, feeling terribly alone. Then Mordecai's words came softly, who can say but for this day you were brought into kingdom to become the Lord's display. I will enter though I tremble, I will speak though fear remains. If the King should hold the scepter, I will stand beneath your grace. I was not placed here by accident. My life is not my own to save. For such a time as this, Lord, make a way. 3 days without a banquet, 3 days seeking God in prayer, while the city waited quietly for an answer in the air. She laid aside the royal garments. She remembered who she was, not a queen above the people, but a daughter of the God. The doors were open before her, and the golden scepter shone. The God who ruled the kingdom had prepared a way unknown. A table turned from hatred, a decree was changed by dawn. What the enemy intended could not overcome the Lord. No throne is higher than you, no decree can stand alone. You can turn the heart of rulers and protect your chosen own. I will enter though I tremble, I will speak though fear remains. If the King should hold the scepter, I will stand beneath your grace. I was not placed here by accident. My life is not my own to save. For such a time as this, Lord, make a way. Give me courage without anger, give me wisdom without pride. Let me speak for those forgotten, with your mercy at my side. If the answer takes a midnight, if the miracle delays, I will trust the God of Esther, who still makes a way. I will enter though I tremble, I will speak though fear remains. If the King should hold the scepter, I will stand beneath your grace. I was not placed here by accident. My life is not my own to save. For such a time as this, Lord, make a way. Behind the palace curtains, you were working all along. Fear was never stronger than the God who makes us strong. They found him in the pasture with a coat of many colors. Dreams were bright inside his young heart, but jealousy burned in others. The pit was dark and empty. The road to Egypt long. He could not see the promise beneath the pain of what went wrong. A coat can be taken from you, a name can be dragged through dust, but no one can steal the purpose that the Lord has placed in us. What they meant for evil, God can turn for good. What looked like a dead-end road was leading where it should. Through the prison and the waiting, through the years I could not trace, the hand that held me in the darkness was preparing me a place. He served inside a stranger's house, then slept behind a door. He carried someone else's sentence, though he had done no wrong. The dreams of two forgotten men were placed within his care. Even in a prison cell, the Lord was with him there. Then one night the ruler dreamed of harvest, drought, and grain, and Joseph stood before the throne with wisdom from God's name. The boy they sold for silver became the one who saved the family that had wounded him from hunger and the grave. God is working through the chapters that I would never choose. He can turn a pit to purpose and a prison into news. What they meant for evil, God can turn for good. What looked like a dead-end road was leading where it should. Through the prison and the waiting, through the years I could not trace, the hand that held me in the darkness was preparing me a place. I will not measure your faithfulness by what I understand. The dream may pass through Egypt before it reaches promised land. And when I face the ones who hurt me, give me mercy in my heart. For the God who wrote redemption was there from the very start. What they meant for evil, God can turn for good. What looked like a dead-end road was leading where it should. Through the prison and the waiting, through the years I could not trace, the hand that held me in the darkness was preparing me a place. The coat was torn and faded, but the promise still remained. The Lord was writing something beautiful through every drop of pain. counted all our rations as the desert widened out. The children asked for water, the elders spoke of doubt. The promise felt so distant, the sand was all we knew. But clouds appeared above us, and mercy started falling through. Not enough for every lifetime, just enough for one more day. God was teaching hungry hearts to trust Him on the way. There is manna for the morning road, there is grace for today. I don't have to hold tomorrow when the Lord has made a way. He will give me daily mercies, He will meet me where I stay. There is manna for the morning road, and fresh compassion every day. The bread lay on the ground there, like the frost beneath the sun. Each family gathered what was needed till the daily work was done. Some tried to keep tomorrow inside a jar beneath their tent. But what we save without believing cannot replace what heaven sent. On the sixth day came a double portion for the Sabbath rest. The God who knows our labor also knows what we need best. He was not just giving breakfast, He was teaching us His heart. The one who leads the journey will provide each morning's part. I may not see the harvest at the beginning of the spring, but I can gather what you send me and be grateful for the King. There is manna for the morning road, there is grace for today. I don't have to hold tomorrow when the Lord has made a way. He will give me daily mercies, He will meet me where I stay. There is manna for the morning road, and fresh compassion every day. If the cupboard looks too empty, if the future feels too far, I will remember desert bread and follow where you are.
You fed a nation in the wilderness, you kept their clothes from wear. The God who cared for Israel still receives my every care.
There is manna for the morning road, there is grace for today. I don't have to hold tomorrow when the Lord has made a way. He will give me daily mercies, He will meet me where I stay. There is manna for the morning road,
possession every day. Tomorrow has its own concerns. Tonight I'll kneel and pray. Thank you for the bread of mercy you have given me today.
The city heard the shouting as the guards began to chain. Paul and Silas bore the beating for the freedom in his name. Their backs were torn and bleeding, their feet were locked in wood, but the gospel they had carried was stronger than the cruel. Near midnight in the darkness, they began to sing a hymn, not because the chains were absent, but because the Lord was with them. I can sing beneath the open sky, or in a prison cell. The God who walks beside me is the God who knows me well. The walls may shake around me, the doors may not give way, but praise can rise before the rescue, and God will make a way. The other prisoners listened to the song they did not know. Faith sounded like a river in a place so cold below. Then the earth began to tremble, every chain fell from its place. But the greatest door that opened was the jailer's heart to grace. He thought the men had vanished and his life was surely lost, but Paul cried, "Do yourself no harm," and showed him what it cost. The jailer washed their wounds, then they shared a midnight meal. The ones who came in suffering left with a soul made healed. Sometimes you shake the prison, sometimes you change the one inside. Sometimes the road to freedom is a witness in the night. I can sing beneath the open sky, or in a prison cell. The God who walks beside me is the God who knows me well. The walls may shake around me, the doors may not give way, but praise can rise before the rescue, and God will make a way. If my song is all I'm holding, let it point wounds become a doorway. Let your mercy enter through the frame. I am pressed but not abandoned. I am struck but not destroyed. The Lord can turn a place of sorrow into shelter, faith and joy. I can sing beneath the open sky, or in a prison cell. The God who walks beside me is the God who knows me well. The walls may shake around me, the doors may not give away, but praise can rise before the rescue, and God will make a way. The jail became a chapel before the morning came, and the darkest room remembered the power of His name. Road from Moab opened to a land I'd never known. Naomi walked beside me with a sorrow of her own. She told me to go backward, to return to what I knew. But love had tied my future to the God she had held true. Your people will be my people, your God will be my God. Where you lay your head at evening, there my feet will find their rest. I will walk along the barley field, wherever mercy leads. I will gather what is left behind and trust you for my needs. The harvest may be small today, but grace is in the grain. The God who brought me from my homeland will make a way again. I bent beneath the morning sun to gather after men the corners of the harvest where the poor could start again. Then Boaz saw a stranger working faithfully, and lo, he heard about my kindness and the road I chose to go. He told the workers, leave her something, let her glean in peace. And every handful on the ground became a sign of grace. I came home with more than barely, more than empty hands could hold. The Lord was hiding providence inside a field of gold. We may call it coincidence, a fortunate turn of rain, but God is often working softly through an ordinary day. I will walk along the barley field wherever mercy leads. I will gather what is left behind and trust you for my needs. The harvest may be small today, but grace is in the grain. The God who brought me from my homeland will make a way again. From a widow's lonely table to a family restored, from a foreign field at harvest to the lineage of the Lord. You can write a new beginning where the old life fades away. Your redemption works through footsteps, one faithful step each day. I will walk along the barley field wherever mercy leads. I will gather what is left behind and trust you for my needs. The harvest may be small today, but grace is in the grain. The God who brought me from my homeland will make a way again. The field was bright at evening, and the sickle rested still. The Lord had turned a stranger's sorrow into a promise on the hill.